Greetings everyone's Cain here. Welcome to my video. So, in this video I'm going to be talking about carnivorous animals. Some of you may be wondering what I think about them, since I do follow a vegan philosophy. I'm going to open a window real quick. It's getting a little stuffy in here. Now, I have respect for nature. I do understand what these animals go through. Whether they eat plants or they're carnivorous. Just for them to survive day by day. I understand. And it inspires me. But I am for culling carnivorous animals as long as there's no environmental impact. Now some of you may believe that would be crude, unethical, barbaric. But their existence is just violating the rights of other beings. Not because they want to, but because they have to survive. It's not their fault. I understand that. You know, they're just trying to survive. Such as cats, lions, prairie dogs, what have you. You know, they have to kill others to survive. Now, do they impose any environmental impact if we do cull them? Maybe, maybe not. There's a lot of talk about the Yellowstone, on how people say the wolves benefited the environment, when in fact there are studies to where it affected the environment negatively when they introduced the wolves, which they were not needed. Now, I'm not for culling them, like killing them right off the bat. I'm for maybe just rounding them up in like a zoo-like condition, neutering them and letting them live their life, feeding them a fortified plant-based diet, till they perish. You know. I can understand why a lot of people will think this is wrong. This is unnatural. Well, let me tell you, this is nature. Nature is brutal. It can be brutal. And life is about change. Everything changes, whether you like it or not. Now, if I walk my corgi, my girlfriend's corgi does follow a plant-based diet. And, if I walk my corgi and there's a coyote or a bulldog, a wolf, what have you, tries to eat it, I'm going to kill it. I actually do carry a baton. Because I am on the outskirts. You know, there's a lot of coyotes around here. I'm going to kill it. Do I want to kill it? No. Obviously, it's just hungry. Or maybe it just wants to meet the corgi, which, you know, who knows what the animal's thinking. I don't trust carnivorous animals. Any animal out here. They're just so unpredictable. You know, mosquitoes, for instance. Everyone hates mosquitoes. If a mosquito lands on me and tries to bite me, I'm gonna kill it. It's violating my rights. But should we deplete all mosquitoes on the face of the planet? No. Obviously, because the fish eat them. You know, it's a cycle. It benefits the environment. Other creatures eat them. Other insects eat them. Spiders, beetles, whatever, other bugs. So obviously, I don't like when carnivorous animals eat another animal. It's very barbaric. It's very ugly, as you all know. Some of you may say, oh, that's just natural. Well, if I was in a predicament where I saw, I don't know, a coyote eating a rabbit, and the rabbit was still alive, you know, sort of, and is trying to get away, obviously I'm going to try to save that rabbit. Now, some of you may say, Cain, that's just nature. You're going against nature. Well, That coyote has no benefit to the environment. Some of you may say, well, the rabbit will breed and make too many bunnies. And let's be honest, you don't see a bunch of rabbits out here. Most of the rabbits obviously get run over by cars, unfortunately, and, they get eaten by owls and other predators. Literally, they have so many predators. When it comes right down to it, I'm for culling carnivorous animals as long as there's no environmental impact. What have you. Even if a band of coyotes or a bunch of bulldogs try to attack me, obviously I'm going to wipe them out and kill them all. I'm going to defend myself. This is nature. Like I said, I do understand that these animals are not in the wrong. They're not... they're just trying to live. I do believe we can benefit this planet and make it more peaceful, less barbaric. Now, for those of you who say, well, Cain, you're going against nature by killing these carnivorous animals. Well, it's quite natural for humans to kill other humans. Does that make it wrong? Obviously we do not want to kill other humans, but it's quite natural. We've been doing it for since the dawn of time, the birth of our planet, the birth of humanity, the birth of humans. We've been killing each other, fighting over mates, fighting over territory. Hell, before Christopher Columbus came, I believe 70 to 80% of Native Americans died due to war, tribal wars. We have fossil records of this. We have studies. So I do believe in change. I do believe in a better world. In a world that's more peaceful, less barbaric. Bears, for instance, do we need them? Bears, lions, do they truly benefit the environment? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't done many studies about that, but let me tell you. They violate rights to other animals, even to you. I believe a certain amount of humans die each year from hippos. I don't even think hippos are carnivorous. But, I do believe we should grant the animals the same rights as humans. We do. There's alligators in Florida that are protected by the law. Canadian geese, it's illegal to run them over, and if you do run them over, you get a huge fine. These animals are protected by the state, as should all animals. But when it comes to carnivorous animals, they're pretty much just terrorizing, violating the rights of other animals, including yours. They kill many family pets from time to time, such as cats and dogs. I understand this is nature. Nature is barbaric and brutal. So is humans killing other humans. I'm against humans killing other humans. But this is nature, We have United States pretty much probably going to occupy the Middle East. It's nature. Do I want that? I do believe all the continents should just form an alliance. North America, South America, all the continents on the planet, I do believe we should all just come together. But we all are divided. Unfortunately, due to religion and the systems out here, whether it's a monarchy, an oligarchy, what have you. It's just nature. Life's about change. Think about it. If an animal attacks your dog, are you just going to let it eat it? Because that's nature. Or are you going to defend it and kill that other animal that's eating your dog or cat? I'm pretty sure 99% of people will save their animal if they have a deep connection to their animal, if they have feelings towards their animal, if they see that animal as a part of their family, as you should. Sometimes we have to do things that seem unnatural, but are simply just part of change. So I am for calling carnivorous animals as long as there's no environmental impact. But just some thought for you. What do you guys think? I'm probably going to get a lot of comments agreeing to disagree. You never know, though. It's like a human. Another example. Like I said, like I gave the example, if I saw a coyote trying to eat a rabbit, that I would save that rabbit the best I can. Obviously, if I knew that rabbit was just going to get eaten and his guts, the coyote pretty much got him, then I'll just let it be, But if he's still trying to get away, I'm going to help him. As if you see a bunch of coyotes looking at a little kid out here, and it's pretty much looking like the coyotes are going to eat the little kid, obviously we're going to defend the little kid. Humans are animals. I don't think you guys understand that. Humans are animals. But there's really nothing special about humans, because obviously if all humans died, everything would benefit on the planet. But we do have the power. We are super predators, and we must respect everything out here. We must respect nature. And make this planet a joyful experience of peace, unity, and love. Now, there's always going to be bad apples. There's always going to be some negativity. You can't deplete it all. You can't eradicate it all. There's always going to be something. But you must plant the seed, and we must do the best we can. We must always work on being better. Plain and simple. Alright, everyone. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so every time I upload you guys get notified, and leave a comment. Respect those who comment the most. What do you guys think? Thank you.